It's been a year since I uploaded the last devlog, pun intended, but also some things about this series is gonna change. Mainly being that these videos won't be including as much detail as I usually would show, like in the last video, such as putting everything together. Also, once I finish the series, I'll probably leave the game to its own course for a few months. In that time, my style of videos will most likely change. Also, there's more important information at the end, and also somewhere in the middle of the video, just so you know. So, what is one of the main things that most horror games don't use? Phobias. Well, I mean some do, but in this case, megalophobia, a fear of large things. So I made an R6 rig, and I made it so that he was really massive. He's a pretty thick boy. For scale reference, here's a normal R6 right next to him. Yeah. Afterwards, I made a janky walking animation for him. The animation wasn't that good anyway. Then I made this sort of grass patch. I used a plugin to add in some of these trees. I had a script that made a thick boy follow certain parts. For some reason, the script kept breaking, and it looks kind of bland with no animations. So I saved the walking animation to ROBLOX, added it, I did a bit more touch up, and also I made some polishing to it, and here it is now. I honestly think it would work in the final game nicely, and if I ever do make a second one, it probably will as well. For some reason, I wanted to work on cutscenes again. I searched up some images of SUVs for an opening shot of the family arriving to the house late at night. It sounded good at the time, just trust me. I searched up some SUV pictures and also some tire grips. I'm not going to go into this because there isn't really much to say, and also since the car model is the reason why this video took so long, and in the end, I deleted it anyway. I'll put a small time lapse in, but it won't be for long. Did you know that Don't Breed has an official Discord server now? That's right, the Discord server I said I would be releasing is now here. You can chat there, hang out, do whatever. Plus, you can also find some exclusive content that you can see in these videos before these videos actually come out. For more information, click the second link in the description. This time, I was finally gonna make the family members. These family members would be the people who you can play in the different chapters of the game. There's gonna be a total of 6 characters in the game. I also tried to make a hat for one of them, but I didn't use it. Here is the entire family. We have the dad, who's named Hunter, the mom, who's named Crystal, not Ruby. We also have the grandpa, who will be named Harvey. We then have Elena, Darren, and Aiden. These character models can also be used as player characters, so you can also tell who you're playing as in the chapters. Once I was done with that and came back onto Studio, I tried to make an AI after I said I would in the last video. So, I made a new monster. This monster is going to be a sort of a dark red texture, which kind of looks weird, but it's still just a test. But instead of doing the AI, I just worked on different stuff instead. So I'll just leave this guy here until next video. Now unfortunately for this part, I didn't record me putting up the entire thing. I'll explain how I did it though. I first made a model of 2 windows. Did some coding so that I'll move up and down. When you click this window, the camera will move to it, And then pretty much the idea was to press E multiple times to make it close. When you click the window, a prompt will show up, and a timer will start to count down from 10 seconds. Your job is to press E on your keyboard 45 times in those 10 seconds. If you do, the window will close. If not, the window stays open. Since I wanted to make the background of this look a bit better, I just put some parts together to make it look like there was buildings in the background, and I also made it so that there was a little grass patch outside. Now, I made a second tool. This one is just going to be a UV light that's made from those really big flashlights that you see in places, or also the one that you saw on the desk in the other video clip. So I modeled it in Blender, and thankfully it didn't take too long, and also considering the fact that I have one of pretty much the exact model on my desk right now. And thankfully it didn't take long. So I imported it, and I also colored it. I made it so that the screen of the light would go neon dark purple. And I also made the lights that I imported it into it be the same color. So now it has this sort of effect. And here it is now. Originally the tool was meant to be a hold click for it to work, but for some reason the code would work outside of the tool, like while it was unequipped. So instead I just deleted it and remade it. And I made it so that you turn it on when you click it, and when you activate it, it makes an animation of turning it on and it glows purple. And that's pretty much it. That is all the progress I've made so far. Of course, thank you so much for 500 subs. It's been crazy with how much progress we've made in this channel in only 4 months. Only 4 months. Anyway, if you want more of this content, make sure to like the video. I always look for the analytics of a video. See you later.